This is Chester Moore, Executive Editor of Texas Fishing Game Magazine, here at the 2012 SHOT Show. Hard to believe we're already there, Paul. 2012. You guys always have...
Happy New Year.
I'm telling you, man. I saw you at ICAST. You thought I was stalking you here. I showed up with a camera. We're here, and we're checking out some of Engel's amazing new stuff. I haven't seen this one before. This is new.
This is new, but let me tell you something. This year we turned 50. We've been building the world's best 12-volt refrigerators. For 50 years.
Yes, sir.
This year. This is a cool product. This is a plastic version. All of our other ones basically
the metal
similar size of metal.
Yeah, that's what I've been used to.
And that's an industry standard.
Yeah.
Everybody knows them, but for certain industries like marine industry or other people want it a little bit lighter or do something different, we've gone for plastic. And what we've done is double hinge in the front, open that up, big wire basket, ample storage space in the middle. All of this is gasketed. On one side underneath here is a compressor. The compressor is a pretty cool product. It is a one moving part. Low amperage draw. That's what we do. So if you are in a remote cabin situation, you've got limited power, you don't want to have to fire up a generator, you want to have a battery last as long as possible, Engel is the one for you. If you're on a vehicle, you want it to last as long as possible, you still want to start your vehicle, you need one of these. We're about 40% more efficient than any other freezer on the market.
And if you're a guy, you're going to make a long trek down to the deer lease out in the middle of nowhere. You want to keep your stuff cool, keep your sandwich, whatever you want to do. This kind of product you need.
There's the secret.
There's the secret, huh?
Little piston in there. The whole motor is shock mounted. So you can put it on a vehicle and vibrate it and shake it. There's no damage done. Super sort of low startup amperage. If you've got solar panels, new types of solar panels out there that fold out. Flexible. We need about 60 watts of power. That's it. To run this thing 24 hours a day.
Oh wow! So we get solar guys. That's good for the environment. And what I like about it, less working part, so less chance you have something screwing up.
Correct. And these things we build them to last pretty much a lifetime, and a lifetime is somewhere in 20 to 30 years is quite normal. One of the better products you'll probably ever buy in your life as far as reliability and performance.
No, that's incredible. You know, it's good stuff. I'm very familiar with your coolers. I was used to these guys right here, but this is something a little more space age.
And for all of these, remember, I'll just remind the audience that these are freezers and refrigerators. You can adjust them. So today you can head out with cold drinks. You go shooting or hunting or whatever it be, and you come back with frozen fish or frozen meat.
So if you're going quail hunting in South Texas, you pluck those quail, you can put them all in there, have them frozen, ready to go, transfer them to your freezer at the house.
Exactly.
Awesome stuff, man. I appreciate that. But you also have the coolers here that I'm used to you talking to me about. Last time we were at the ICAST, we'll flip-flop here and let you talk about the cooler.
Rick, why don't you grab that for a second?
All right. See, it's not that heavy. I can help it lift it. This is cool.
All right, this is the cooler. Let me close that. What makes this different? Sadly, we have been complimented in that people have copied our design. No names need to be mentioned, but we are the original.
The original.
Others have copied. We have completely flush latches. They don't stick out. They don't catch anything. The latches, when you open them, do stick out, but they don't hurt. You can bump up against them. When you close them, they're completely flat. Why is that important? Because if you're into fly fishing, or if you're any other kind of fishing on a boat, and let's face it, a lot of our customers are using it for fishing and hunting.
Me.
It drives you nuts. You don't want to have to try and reverse it. But when you open it up, you'll notice immediately how chunky it is, how solid it is. Almost bulletproof looking. It's got very thick insulation. The insulation is important, but so too is a gasket. So the gasket, unlike others, we use a silicone gasket. It's a food grade, and it always returns to the original shape. What that means is, if I was to do like a little paper test, close the cooler, put the latch on it, when you pull on that piece of paper, it's not coming out.
Yeah, that's amazing right there. Wow.
So what that does,
pull hard.
If you're driving in a vehicle or you're driving on a boat and the wind is blowing, you're not going to get into the cooler. You want to seal that cooler. It stops your ice from melting.
Truly airtight.
Simple, absolutely. What's new with our coolers is a divider. We offer optional dividers that are able to go straight into a slot. In that slot, you can now separate ice from dry goods and have a refrigerated space that is completely dry. And why dry? Because remember, the floor of these coolers slopes towards the drain plug. On the drain plug side, any water that does melt will flow towards the drain plug. These drain plugs are fairly unique in that they've got a hole in them. Just opening it one crack, one turn, allows water to drip out. So this side, which is slightly higher, will always remain dry.
So you can keep a steady drip going.
Absolutely, if it does melt.
Yeah.
This covers as a nice little cutting board as well. Put some cheese on there or whatever.
I like it.
Mommy likes that very, very much. You know, obviously indestructible hinges. We've also reinforced the lid. You don't have to have 3 inches of insulation on the lid. That is a fallacy.
It's a fallacy.
You need it underneath. Where's your ice? Your ice is touching the bottom of the cooler.
Yep.
The coldest part of the cooler is on the bottom. So some of our competitors have made mistakes. They make their cooler very thin on the bottom. They don't make it thick enough. And then you don't need it that thick on the top, basically. But we strengthen our lid, so when you do want to stand on it, plenty strong enough, you can stand on it and jump
Casting
on it.
platform, whatever you need to do.
Absolutely.
I like it.
1 or 2 other quick little features. Being able to lock up your cooler. God forbid your cooler, you're going to transfer to another vehicle. You don't want that. It's quite simple to be able to just push that through that ready-made slot. With patent pending, you can now tie off a cable and lock it, so nobody's going to take your cooler. We have turnbuckle systems for boats. The turnbuckle takes a piece at the bottom, but essentially that goes into the side of the cooler, and it can latch down. You just tighten it up, and it locks down to the side of the boat.
Oh, wow.
We also have a new kit, a tie-down kit that is super flush, webbing, all 316 stainless steel, goes through that same slot, and you can then strap it down to your boat or to your SUV or even a 4-wheeler and securely keep your cooler in place so it doesn't move around.
Nice. So make sure that your investment is taken care of. No one takes what you work, you put your hard-earned money for, and whatever precious things are inside of here.
Yes, and obviously with a simple padlock, you can lock each corner, and when you do that, it's certified as bear resistant.
That's incredible.
Keep the bears out if you're in bear country.
And you know what? Actually, Texas got a lot of bears coming back in eastern Texas right now, so that's another thought. We appreciate the information. Always good to talk to you about a unique product. Where can people go for more information online?
If you go to engel-usa.com, engel-usa.com.
All right.
You'll find us there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.